Welcome back to our cinematic journey. Today, we're going a few rounds with one of the most iconic boxing sequels in movie history. Rocky IV. It's the ultimate Cold War-era clash of grit, heart, and unstoppable force. But before we dive into the story, here are some fast facts you should know. Sylvester Stallone not only starred in the film, but also wrote and directed it, as he had with the previous entries. The film is the highest grossing of the original Rocky series, earning over $300 million worldwide. Dolph Lundgren made his Hollywood debut as Ivan Drago, handpicked by Stallone for his intimidating physique and stoic demeanor. During filming, Lundgren hit Stallone so hard in the chest that Stallone's heart slammed against his breastbone, resulting in intensive care hospitalization for 8 days. The movie features 4 separate montages totaling over 8 minutes of screen time, including the iconic Siberian training sequence. The soundtrack became legendary, featuring tracks like Hearts on Fire and No Easy Way Out, which remain fan favorites to this day. Rocky IV served as a kind of cinematic Cold War allegory, symbolizing the USA versus USSR tensions of the 1980s. Rocky and Drago's training sequences were intentionally opposite: natural versus technological, soul versus science. Carl Weathers, Apollo Creed, initially disagreed with the idea of killing off his character, but later agreed after seeing how pivotal it was to the emotional arc of the story. In 2021, Stallone released a director's cut titled Rocky IV: Rocky vs. Drago, which includes re-edited scenes, a more serious tone, and less comedic relief, offering a deeper, more dramatic take on the original. After Rocky Balboa's last title defense, the peace doesn't last long. A towering, silent figure from the Soviet Union steps into the ring. Ivan Drago, a lab-grown powerhouse of a boxer. He's not just looking to fight, he's here to make a statement. Rocky's old friend Apollo Creed, ever the showman, challenges Drago in a high-profile exhibition match, but the fun ends quickly. Drago's punches are like wrecking balls, and Apollo's pride becomes his downfall. Despite Rocky's pleas to stop the fight, Apollo refuses and pays the ultimate price. He dies in the ring, and Rocky is left devastated. Consumed by guilt and driven by revenge, Rocky decides to take the fight in enemy territory. He heads to the Soviet Union, where he trains in a remote cabin, lifting logs and running through snow while Drago trains with machines and needles. It's the ultimate contrast: heart versus science, raw willpower versus engineered strength. When fight night arrives, the world watches. The crowd boos Rocky at first, but punch by punch, he earns their respect. He absorbs every brutal hit and keeps getting up. Drago, once the invincible machine, starts to crack. In a bloody, brutal final round, Rocky defeats Drago not just physically, but symbolically. And then, in true Rocky fashion, he grabs the mic and addresses the Russian crowd. He speaks from the heart about change, about respect, and about how 2 men beating each other up can somehow lead to mutual understanding. It's cheesy, sure, but undeniably powerful, a cinematic moment that captured the cultural pulse of its time. Rocky IV may be loud, over the top, and packed with montages, but it's also incredibly effective. It's a story of grief, perseverance, and redemption. The film blends 80s excess with underdog grit, and while subtlety isn't in its vocabulary, its emotional punches land hard. With a runtime under 90 minutes, it's a lean, relentless ride that still gets fans pumped decades later. Thanks for stopping by. If you enjoyed this throwback fight night, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll catch you on the next cinematic round.